Hello, everyone, and welcome to 9/11/2. You thought that 9/11 was bad? What if it happened again, but worse? Invincible season 3, episode 7. That's what this is. And it's the invasion of the Marks. This was actually like a fascinating episode for me because, like, I have read the comics, but it was so long ago that I feel like I remember the comics decently well, like the way the story starts, and I definitely remember the way that the comic books end. I guess like everything in between is just kind of like a mush for me, because it's like I was genuinely surprised by things that happened in this episode where I was like, oh, did that happen? Oh yeah, I think that did happen. And then like, oh, that's happening now, like that's like, now is that when that happens? Oh shit, yeah, I think that was when that happened. Like I'll get into it as we go through it, but it was a really good viewing experience for me because I like being surprised by things. And it was overall just like a really solid episode. Like, is it kind of a repeat of Omni-Man? In a sense, yeah, but I think it also kind of shows Mark's growth in a sense and everything that he's grappling with now as opposed to then. So I liked it overall. Very good stuff. Let's get into it. We get the reveal that Angstrom Levy's death was exaggerated, to say the least. They show his mushed up face. I remember back in season 2, people were going like, Robert Kirkman, you coward, you're not showing the messed up face. But I actually like that they saved it for this episode, because it's just like a good way to introduce this episode and have like an impactful imagery, because we didn't necessarily need impactful imagery at the end of the season 2 finale because we had Mark's performance, but having that impactful imagery to introduce Angstrom Levy and his little thing in the beginning of this episode, I don't know. I thought it makes sense. He gets repaired by these like this interdimensional technicians. I don't know. I'm kind of fascinated by these guys. Like, are they highly advanced humans? Are they aliens? Are they robots? Like sentient robots? I don't know. Like, I like them. Well, I don't like them. They're probably bad guys, but I'm interested in them. Yeah, and then we find out that Angstrom Levy's new plan is to go to a bunch of invincible variants and convince them to invade the good Mark's dimension. And shout out to Stephen Yeun. His performance in this episode is fantastic. Like, all of the different voices and inflections for all the different Marks and all the different personalities. Like, he's a great actor, obviously, but this was just like very impressive. When a lot of people talk about Invincible, I feel like the thing that gets emphasized is that, and I think I agree with this, is that, you know, he's obviously not called invincible because he's physically invincible. He's constantly getting his ass kicked, but it's more so like his willpower and whatever.